Hello, I would like to show you how to make a payment on multiple invoices in Axxerion. So you open up the general ledger. Within the general ledger, you go to a tab that's called payment batches. And then within this, you have the create payment batch or create collection batch. This is for receipts, this is for payments. So let's create a payment batch. It opens up a payment batch screen and the form. You would put some of the fields in there, say April 1 payments. Within this, you have also the bank account that you can pick as a default. And then you select the invoices to pay. So you just click assign invoices. Here you can adjust it and say, okay, only the open invoices incoming. You can look for a specific keyword, or you can go advanced search for additional options. You can pick the ones that are set up to be paid by check or cash, or however you wanted to select them. But let's say we just want to look at some defaults in our demo site, and let's select them all to be paid. You can unselect any one of them that you would like and select them again. But let's say OK on this one, and this brings the invoices into the payment batch. The due dates are listed, the payments are set up, the contacts are in place, the bank accounts are specified. You have a default bank account that's shown over here, but if there are any specific bank accounts that you need to set up for a vendor or any one of the contacts, you can indicate them in the invoice. The invoice themselves are here. The payment amounts are here. The total is here. You can make adjustments in the payments if you like to make partial payments. And if you're happy with all of these, then you can just send this for approval with a workflow, or if you have the authority to approve it, you can just sign and date this for approval. Now you can also set a pay date. If you click the pay date, it would enter the pay date into the invoices. And when you're ready, you can just say click here and say create checks for the payment. So I'm now creating checks for the payment. Now you can see that there are two checks created at the account that we showed. One of them is the custodial services, that 2 invoices, and the other one is the Pacific Gas and Electric, and 2 invoices for them. So the system consolidates them into separate checks. If I wanted to see each one of these, I can just go in here. You can open up the payment record. You can see that this was one payment for them. And then here we go to Gas and Electric, and you see the 2 for these guys in there. So going back in here, say print and send. So if I click the print and send, and if I select one of those, so the system prints checks. I selected the blank checks so that it prints the entire information about the bank information, the numbers that are in there. So this way you don't need to have pre-printed checks. You can easily print them and send them out. So if I hit the back button there, you can see that these are now set up to the status sent. If I click OK, I go back to my payment batch.